Last time on Dragon Ball AT, Kakarot backed Frieza into a corner, forcing the tyrant to play dirty by killing the 3 bystanding warriors. However, that would seem to be the wrong move as it caused Kakarot to lose it, ultimately resulting in the legendary Super Saiyan transformation. What will happen next? Find out today! Our story continues on planet Vegeta with the father and son duo sizing each other up, as King Vegeta would be heard saying, "Stop this madness. Just what do you mean, son? Look around. We finally live as proper kings. Only the strong deserve to live after all." As the king would respond coldly, as if not having a care in the world about his fellow citizens, as the prince would express his concern, firing back.
You really were done in by your pride, weren't you, foolish man? These are our people. You have a responsibility. How could you allow this? Where is Bardock? He couldn't have agreed to this.
But as quick as Vegeta would be to add his 2 cents, the king would immediately dismiss his son as his eyes would be closed and he would be sporting a smug smile. "Bardock, that naive fool? Ah, yes, you see, that fateful day that wretched angel and Omni King showed up to take you and Kakarot, Bardock confirmed my suspicion." As we then see a flashback to a familiar chapter, only this time from a different perspective, that of one of a camera, as King Vegeta's voice would be heard over the scene. "It was then, when I saw the change with my own eyes, that I knew I'd lose the throne if Bardock were to ever challenge me." As the flashback continues, we're then shown the subsequent events on planet Vegeta following the 2 young Saiyans' departure, as our scene would then shift to the throne room with an all too familiar Saiyan in what appeared to be a sticky situation. "Last chance, Bardock. Tell me the truth. Are you planning on using that power to seize the throne for yourself?" "No, King Vegeta. I serve you. I want no such title. After all, it is rightfully yours." As it would be revealed to be Bardock who is unmistakably making a plea for his life, or at minimum his position in the Royal Guard. But the king is having none of it as his verbal assault would continue. "Lies! Every Saiyan knows only the strongest can be the king." But as quick as that outburst would happen, like flipping a switch, the king would gather his composure back in an instant. He would look calm and collected as he would go on, explaining, "Bardock, for treason and conspiracy, for hiding your power and intent to usurp the throne, I hereby banish you from planet Vegeta. Paragus, Nappa, escort this traitor to a pod and send him away at once." And with the king making that demand, Paragus and Nappa are then seen, each on one side of Bardock, restraining him. Bardock, noticeably angry, but causing no harm to anyone, only further pleading his case with the king. "King Vegeta, you're making a mistake. I kept this power a secret so no one would find out and think we were now a threat to the galaxy. If Frieza knew, he'd surely wipe us out before others transformed and we were able to rival him." "Oh, can it, Bardock? You've always been a conspiracy nut, but this is ridiculous. You know Frieza and the Saiyans have a mutual agreement." "Yeah, Bardock, get your head out of the skies. We haven't even seen Frieza since Kakarot and Vegeta were toddlers." While the Saiyans would continue to bicker, they would make their way outside, as Bardock is still restrained, as we see another young Saiyan, Beat, joining the story, as Nappa is the first one heard. "Put this traitor on a ship and drop him off on a planet far away. The outskirts of the universe would do just fine. Make sure to restrain him once he's on board. He's extremely dangerous." Beat, however, would be struggling to believe with what he just heard, however, coming to acceptance. "Bardock's a traitor? Oh man, who would have thought? The head of the elite guard? But Yes, sir. I'll do that.
Ridiculous. I'm of no danger to anyone. Plus, if I wanted to hurt you, I could have already.
But just as Bardock would give what appeared to be sincere assurance, although with a crass attitude, Nappa would deliver a thunderous blow to Bardock's gut as his head would then fall down.
Quiet! No one asked you, you turncoat.
But just as Nappa thought he was asserting his dominance, in the next panel it would be made clear that it was in fact the exact opposite, as Nappa's punch had no effect on Bardock as his head would lift up, though his eyes overshadowed, as Bardock would then look with a sinister smile, saying, "Was that supposed to hurt, weakling?" As upon that one-line ridicule, Bardock's face would then be completely revealed, his eyes flashing an emerald green with his hair fluctuating from his energy pulsating through his body. "You're lucky you aren't worth my time. Beat, let's go." As in a follow-up shot to who the true dominant one was, Paragus, Nappa, and Beat are all seen looking like they've seen a ghost. As Nappa's the only one able to grab his wits enough to say anything, would go on to say,
"What are you waiting for? Get him out of here!"
And get him out of here they would, as in the next panel, Beat is shown escorting Bardock onto the ship, wasting no time. Notably, however, Bardock is keeping his word and not causing any kind of trouble. "Gee, I'm sorry, Mr. Bardock, sir, but the confinement chamber is right through here."
Well, that's not happening unless you want to die.
As Beat would be left speechless and terrified, taking a step back. Yes, sir, Mr. Bardock, sir." As overcompensating, Beat would nervously salute Bardock, hoping the dominant Saiyan doesn't make him the target of his aggression. Bardock would then be heard annoyed, just remarking,
Enough of that. Not like it matters anymore anyway. Let's get out of here.
But that wouldn't truly be all what was on the Saiyan's mind, as we would then hear his internal thoughts.
It feels like we're not alone on this ship. I wonder.
But Bardock's inclination will have to remain a mystery for now, as our scene would then transition back to the present, and on planet Vegeta no less, as the prince is seen in sheer disbelief from the story, as he would go on to say,
"Super Saiyan, traitor? So Bardock was able to do it, huh?"
But the prince's curiosity was soon in, as would the shock, as he would regain his calm demeanor, then going on to make a snide comment aimed at the king.
"Just like you, to banish something you fear."
And upon Vegeta saying that, we then see Beerus chiming in, seemingly getting impatient.
"Quit wasting time, Vegeta. Tell him your reason for coming." "Oh, that, yes. Father, no, King Vegeta. I challenge you to a duel, a fight to the finish."
You're serious. You wish to challenge me? These 2 months with that angel must have really had you outgrow your britches, boy.
As King Vegeta's reaction to the prince's invitation is nothing short than what we would expect. The prince, having none of his father's blunder, would then just motion toward a wasteland, losing no time, as he would then go on to further goad the king.
"If you're so confident, let's take it over there. I don't want these innocent civilians to be collateral damage in the carnage about to ensue."
As King Vegeta would then nonchalantly just shrug his shoulders in agreement, he would go on to say,
Fine. It's been a while since you've been disciplined anyways. But if I win, you'll die. You do realize that, boy.
"You'd kill your own son. Fine, but don't expect any mercy from me either, old man."
As the father-son duo would be heard having one last exchange, King Vegeta would then be seen leading the way to the battlefield with the other 4 fighters following. Not long after, King Vegeta begins to descend, with the prince landing across from him. both getting ready for their fight to the finish with one another. Well, boy, does this please you? Is this far enough away from those innocent lies you prattle on about?
This will do just fine for your grave.
And as Vegeta would make that grandiose threat, we would then see Beerus having a conversation with the elite guards.
You there, guardman, fetch me some water and a snack, will you?
Are you talking to me? You can't be. Do you know who I am? But before that guard could finish telling us who he was, the sneer seen on Beerus' face would most certainly be a death sentence for that level of disrespect. Hakai. And upon that last syllable leaving Beerus' mouth, the guard would instantly begin disintegrating into nothingness, as the other guard, looking stunned, would immediately fly off as to fulfill Beerus' request, in hopes to avoid the same fate as his comrade. One water and one snack right away, sir! But getting back to the fight, both warriors are now seen in fighting stance, mirroring one another, as the king would make the first statement declaring the fight on. Let's get this over with, boy. I have business to attend to back at the palace.
What business? Pillaging a peaceful village? Besides, I'm waiting on you. Bring it on, old man.
As immediately after that, both rush in, connecting fists with one another. Vegeta is seen smiling, while the king, however, is seen grimacing, as if he's struggling.
What's wrong, father? Is that all you have after all that talk? Pathetic.
Careful, boy. You have no idea the power I wield. But the prince couldn't care less, it would seem, as he wouldn't give his father time to breathe, connecting a bone-shattering punch to the side of the king's jaw.
What power? I can't believe I'm being pushed back. Show me that power you speak of, father. Otherwise you won't have a chance to.
But speaking of things that never change between timelines, as we saw with Kakarot and Krillin, we now see Vegeta claiming his early victory. But as quickly as the prince had the advantage, the king would regain his balance just as quickly, as he would then be seen wiping the blood from his mouth, going on to comment, I must say, Vegeta, I'm impressed. Your natural state is much stronger than mine. However, your loss is guaranteed against a Super Saiyan. As unbelievably in the last panel of the chapter, King Vegeta would also transform into a Super Saiyan. It would seem as if Vegeta has met his match with his father, and all that trash talk may avail to nothing. Just what's in store for the prince now? Find out next time. But that's it for today. If you made it this far, leave a comment saying family ties. What you're seeing now is a preview of the next chapter, and if this video gets 30 likes, I'll release the next part early. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya!